The Endless Honeymoon.
Money Hoon?
Welcome to the Endless Honeymoon podcast. I'm your host, Natasha Leggero. I'm sorry, it's just me today. It's my podcast.
Is this your NPR voice or I don't?
I do think it's funny when people have podcasts by themselves. I don't think I could do that.
What's just you talking for an hour, you mean?
Yeah, like some comics, it's just like, I'm doing my solo podcast.
It does seem like it's...
I mean, I'm jealous. I wish I could do that.
something pleasant about it, though. You know what I mean? Not have to deal with the weird ego demands of a partner, like constantly making weird demands and giving you constant notes on your podcasting style and kind of, you know what I'm saying? Like not having to worry about
I
their
actually do know what you mean.
kind of like negative energy, like a dark,
That's
gloomy
actually
cloud.
exactly how I feel.
Kind of just like in the way like Linus always had the dark cloud above him, you know, kind of a thing, like and just sort of a stinky gray energy. You don't have to worry about that, you know, kind of like a rotting kind of piss meat.
That's
you
how
know,
I feel.
You feel like a rotting piss meat feeling
when I have my partner.
You have a partner? Wait a second. This is a secret dump, and our partner, speaking of partners, our producer partner has a voicemail that someone left on the line that she thought would be a funny place for us to start this episode.
What is it?
I don't know.
Okay.
We're about to find out. Let's play that.
Can you play it?
Hot VM coming at you.
Hi, I was just listening to the latest episode of the Disgusting Secret Dump one. And I just wanted to add on to something. I know that one girl who was like squatting and like, I don't know, scooping cum out of herself. It is something that's worth talking about because I feel like women, and I'm a gay guy, and I feel like women and gay men who are bottoms don't get enough credit for being the receivers of cum, basically. And then the guy or the top just like goes on about his happy day, and then we have to deal with the aftermath of like having cum inside of us. And so it's not, I mean, I'm not a woman, or I don't identify as one, and I don't know what it's like to have a vagina and have to like hold in the cum until you can safely like dump it. But as a gay dude with a butt, I know that it's just like anything else. Like sometimes it's easy to hold, but sometimes it's not. And I definitely had an experience where it was not easy, and I had to wrap something around my waist because I could not show whatever. Anyhow, just whatever. Power to gay bottoms and women, and straight men suck. Bing.
There's so much invisible labor
from
being like a woman or a bottom.
I'm just so glad somebody finally said it. We all have been thinking it.
It's true though, Moshe. You're making a joke. I'm serious.
Well, it's part of my job set.
He's got some swampy butt because, you know, some guy just wants to like...
tying a sash around his waist and bottom so that the wet spot doesn't come through his khakis.
It must be so nice for a guy to just like jizz and forget.
That's what we say every time when I do a men's rights activist gathering. That's our chant. We say jizz and forget, jizz and forget.
I don't even I'm glad he brought that to our attention though, because I never even thought of it. I was just like, oh, this is just my responsibility.
Have you ever thought about the fact that we're giving you a gift? We give every time.
You're hooking us up.
Every time we have sex, every time a gay top or a straight male has sex with you, we give you something. We're like, here.
But we don't want it.
Well, then why are you doing it? Why are you there in the first place?
You think we want the liquid aftermath?
The swamp juice.
I've never wanted that.
Well, then you can't have it anymore. I got a lot of people who write me regularly on my Instagram and my DMs that say, I want that. I want your swamp juice. I get that every day. 15 to 700 emails a day. Please give me swamp juice. I want the swamp juice.
I mean, I guess in one respect, the thing he kind of forgot is it gives us life. It makes a baby.
I think he's not forgetting that. It probably, and I don't know this for sure, but I don't think it's possible for him.
No, I know. I'm just saying though that like,
you ever heard the phrase butt babies? I just thought of that, and it's pretty. I think it's got legs.
Do you feel like? I wonder if he feels like pressure to drink cum.
What?
Like when it comes in your mouth.
Uh-huh.
See, you think it's gross. How do you think we feel?
No, what are you talking
Our
about?
mouths are just a cum receptacle.
What is this, some new bit where you're like, ladies, nobody likes they call it a blow job because it's work.
He brought it up.
But you yes-anded it.
Well, I do think that like I always feel like, oh, I've got to run and get rid of this and figure it out and wipe it up.
Have you ever tried going down on a woman?
No.
Well, it's also
disgusting.
No, just it's very
sloppy.
Yeah, it's visceral, much more so than I've never given a blowjob, but like you guys only get the big juice at the end.
Oh, but if you go down on a girl, you're getting juiced up the whole time.
The whole time, your whole face is all juice.
That's an interesting thing. It might be the same amount of juice.
It's just slowly given over time, and here's the thing: you have the option of getting rid of it. You could say, "Can you do it there?" or "I'm going to spit this out." Mine, for me, it goes into my pores.
That is not a bad point.
Thank you so much.
I would prefer someone to give it to me all the juice at the end, because then I could like direct them into a cup or something.
Well, what's interesting about me is I actually enjoy sex, so I like it. But we're all different. Everybody's different. I think it's hot. You, on the other hand, see it as some kind of like labor. So there we go.
No,
different
I just
strokes.
I'm saying I never thought of it like that. The actual receptacles.
Well, honey, I've never thought of it like that either. I've never been like, hey, receptacle, take this. I'm out of here. I'll leave you with this. I'm going to go fucking play Xbox. I just always thought it was like a nice way to become intimate and share, physical closeness.
I'll tell you what, I would not want a bunch of cum in my ass. That sounds like more annoying than in my vagina.
Okay.
But, I'd probably be a top.
You think you'd be a top?
If I was gay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. You don't have the vibe of a top.
Really?
Yeah, you got bottom energy.
No, I do.
Yeah. Sorry, yeah, you got pig bottom energy. Seriously.
All right. Well, thanks for the feedback. Thanks for letting us think about that in a new way.
And thank you for saying what we've all been thinking. It can be difficult, and keep holding it in. Should we play a secret?
Yeah, let's do it.
Hi. I don't believe in picking up dog poop. I don't understand why I would put a piece of poop into a plastic bag. Obviously, if it's on the sidewalk or in a place where somebody is walking a lot, I'm going to pick it up. But if my dog shits, in a field or the woods, I'm not going to pick that up. And since pandemic, when I have to stop at a rest stop because I drive a lot, I'll take my dog to like the furthest corner of the rest stop. She takes a shit, and then I mime picking it up. Like I pretend to take a plastic bag out of my pocket, and then I pretend put it backwards on my hand, and then I crouch down to pick it up, and I'm wearing a mini skirt or a dress, and then I pee. I just move my underwear off to the side. I pee, and then I, jiggle it a little, and then I stand up, and I walk away, and then I don't have to go inside to the rest stop, and nobody thinks that I've just left dog shit or my own piss in the corner of a rest stop. Wow. Thanks for listening. Bye.
I like the vibe.
I like the vibe. She's evil, but it's in a good way.
Why is that evil?
She's chaotic neutral, I think.
I like that she calls it since pandemic.
Since pandemic, I have been taking rest stop pisses in a shitty corner.
No, but I will say, like, when I went to the South, I remember I was dating someone, and then all the people they were with, they're like, oh, honey, you don't have to pick up dog shit here. And
That's
it's like,
hilarious.
I do think that there's like maybe some different cultural, allowances for that type of thing.
So you're saying Southern culture, they like dog shit?
No, but I just think like in California specifically, it's very like you never leave a piece of dog shit. The
argument is very obvious. It's like if you leave dog shit in a rest stop dog area, eventually there will be 10 million pieces of dog shit, and that place will be disgusting, and no one will be able to use
Well,
it.
she said she doesn't do it on like in the middle of the street.
Right, but she's like, but if I'm ever in a forest, and I'm an explorer, so I'll be the only person that's ever in that area of the forest. I'm talking hardcore, off the grid. It's like, how'd you get to the forest, dumbass? Like, you walk there. Everywhere you can walk everywhere.
Right.
But I do like her. I want to clarify. I thought she was evil, but I liked the evil.
Yeah, someone told me once you can tell a lot about a person what they do with their dog shit.
Interesting.
And I think that ever since I heard that, I try to like pick it up.
What I do, I pack it into my butt.
Ooh.
I put it in my own butt, and then I tie a sash around it, and then I try to find a toilet where I can deposit it.
Well, I think that what she is doing though is kind of cool. Like she's figured out how to piss not in a public bathroom.
I like that too.
I
It
think
reminded
that's
me
kinda
of something.
clever.
Reminded me of something when I was surfing. I have this like surf poncho, and I really had to pee, and there was nowhere to pee, and so I just pretended. I got down. I pretended I was doing something with the car, and I lifted the poncho up a little bit, and then my dong is so big that it just anywhere I can kind of flop it over.
I have another issue with this.
Yes.
Because you told me that when you surf, you just pee in your wetsuit.
I do. I pee in the wetsuit, yeah.
But that thing is like so tight to your body that it just must reek of piss.
Well, you're right. It would reek
And
of
that
piss.
is kind of gross.
Yeah, that's true. Except there's one little bit of flaw in the logic there, which is that while it is tied to my body, I am also in a rather large and agitated body of water called the Pacific Ocean. So often that ocean water that I'm surrounded in, it'll kind of take away some of that and
But
wash
not
it
from
away.
the skin tight, like
No, it's
plastic
no.
that's like stuck to your body and then you're
I don't-
pissing in the pores.
I don't
of it.
have a plastic wetsuit, first of all. But second of all, no, the ocean is, you know how they say the ocean is powerful? You must respect it. You ever heard that phrase? Well, that part of it is that you have to respect that it actually will clean things.
I don't know. I think that there should be a flap.
A flap? So a dong flap? So you can unsnap it, piss into the ocean, and then snap it back up?
Yeah, or else you're just peeing all down your leg hair.
Billabong. This is proprietary information, so please do not take this without giving us credit and a royalty. Patagonia,
I'm
if you're
just
listening.
saying.
What are you saying? It cleans.
I'm saying
the
it seems
piss
a
gets
little
clean.
gross to just pee your pants all the time.
But it gets clean because you're in the fucking ocean.
I don't think the ocean just cleans things like that, honey.
Yeah, it does though.
Okay.
It's a wetsuit. It's a porous thing. Water surrounds it. No surfer doesn't pee in their wetsuit.
Really?
Yes, because they know that the ocean is surrounding them.
I bet you there are surfers out there who do not just piss down their leg.
Not one. I challenge any one of our listeners who surfs or scuba dives or anything to tell me you don't pee in your wetsuit.
Ew, dude.
You know what's crazy? I nut in my wetsuit. When I catch a really good wave, my wetsuit becomes the receptacle. And then it has to clean it up. It has to find it's women, gay bottoms, and wetsuits. My wetsuits.
You probably would come in there and just be like, the ocean will clean it.
Yeah, it would.
Would you vomit in your wetsuit and not clean it? I'm in the Pacific Ocean, dude. It's got salt water.
Why would you mean my wetsuit in this scenario?
You vomited down the front of it,
Why?
all down the chest, all down your chest hair. Would you you got sick? You got
why
sick.
though?
I don't know.
Wait,
you ate like a
no.
bad
Not why-
croquette or
not-
something.
Right, but not why did I vomit in the wetsuit? Why did I not vomit into the ocean? Why did I?
It fell down.
Why
You
did
were
I
very
pull the
sick.
wetsuit out and then
You
tuck my
did.
head into it and
You
puke
did.
into it?
Okay, let me ask you this.
Why
You
would I
did-
do that?
I don't know, because you're sick.
Okay,
And
but
so you're sick. You puke down all your chest hair
I puke into the suit.
into the wetsuit, just like you pee into your wetsuit.
But my dick is all the way down
doesn't
there.
matter.
Okay.
Would you clean it when you got home?
It
Or you'd
would-
be like, the ocean cleaned it for me.
I would have to. I've never been through that experience. I would have to check out what was happening with the wetsuit.
Mm.
Would you say that in your experience, vomit and piss have a pretty similar consistency? Or are they kind of different? Is one a little bit more like water and one is a little bit like thicker?
Your piss could be kind of chunky.
What?
I'm
What the
just
fuck are
kidding.
you talking about?
No, I think that they're a little different in consistency.
Yeah, they're a little different. So it might be like, you might feel like, well, pee's one thing, but puke that for some reason I pulled the neoprene off of my body and jammed it over my head so that I could puke into it is something
Okay,
else
if you
entirely.
shit your wetsuit, would you clean it? Or would you think the ocean just kind of took care of that?
Yeah, well, here, let me once again say I have always had the opinion that shit and piss have different consistencies. That's a weird picadillo of mine. I've always felt that way. The shit in some ways is thicker.
Okay, what if it was just like baby vomit that came out of your
My
mouth?
dick after a pretty tasty wave.
All right, well, I guess I don't get it, but I would. That seems
If
really
you
gross
think-
to me to pee.
Let me say this,
down your legs,
Natasha,
all day
if you
long.
think
so
that-
every time you come back surfing, you're like, you just been in a body of water pissing yourself.
Honey, if you think that shitting and vomiting are about the same as pissing, then yeah, you don't get it. Let me ask you a question down by your logic.
Yeah.
If I gave you a $5,000, would you let me? No, would you ever let me pee on you if I was really just curious about doing it? Like pee on your leg?
course.
You would? Oh, you would?
Yeah.
Would you let me maybe take a shit on your leg? Or puke on it?
You could puke on it.
You could puke on it. Tosh, I think that's the end of our podcast. I loved it.
No, let's listen to one more secret.
That was a good run. Okay, one more secret for the pukers and shitters out there.
Hi, Moshe and Natasha. I am leaving a secret. I live with my boyfriend, and I know that he uses my lotion to jerk off, which is totally cool. No problems there. But what he doesn't know is that sometimes I leave my lotion bottle in like a specific location, facing a certain direction, so that I can tell when he has moved it, so that then when I come home, I know whether or not he's jerked off. And I do this because, one, I feel a little competitive and I just want to fuck him more than he's jerking off. And two, because if I come home and I know he's jerked off that day, that's kind of like a green flag for me to want to fuck him, because I know he'll last longer. He's already jerked off that day, which makes the sex better for me. And I can come more easily and more times and all that good stuff. I feel weird that I do this because he doesn't know it, and it feels kind of, I don't know, creepy. But I just love fucking him, and I want us to have good sex. So that's my secret. Also, he listens to this podcast, so he's probably going to figure out what I'm doing. Okay, bye.
I mean, I don't think it's creepy.
It's a real Kathy Bates in Misery approach.
You think? I mean, I totally know when you're using my jerk off cream. Or
You have jerk off cream?
My night creams as
Busted.
jerk off cream.
Well, I don't jerk. First of all, you don't know.
I do know.
I use peanut butter oil. I use the stuff that's on top of the peanut butter. Like the natural peanut butter. That's all I use.
Disgusting.
What do you mean? It's not. It's regular.
Why is that stuff there?
I don't know.
Can't they get rid of that?
They have. It's called Skippy. But
Let's buy that.
I like this person's moxie. It's kind of cool that she's like,
She wants to fuck him for. I see. Now I thought when she saw it turn that he'd used it, she's like, okay, we're not gonna have sex tonight.
no, she went the other
She's like,
direction.
oh, I like that. He can last longer, make me come more times. She was implying she comes more than once. He's lucky to have her. If you're listening to this podcast, dude, you should be so lucky.
You fucking pervert. You jerk off pervert. You're over here jerking off like some kind of sexual deviant. It's fucking, you got a woman that loves you and you're masturbating. That's disgusting.
What's the best lube, Moshe, like to masturbate to?
If I'm being honest,
Because it's obviously not what you see women leave around, right? Because
it's oil of Olay.
no, what is it really?
It's like Vaseline. It's got a little pull to it.
I saw my Egyptian magic missing last night.
Yeah, I noticed that you moved it out of the area that it was in.
That's like that kind of stuff is good, right? Like nothing
little pull to it. You know what the worst is, by the way?
Oh, you don't want it too slippery.
Yeah, the worst, unfortunately,
Sliquid?
lube.
Oh, you don't want to masturbate with lube.
I hate lube.
No, lube's for like inserting it into a pussy, right?
What the heck? You're working blue tonight. Like a cum receptacle. I could blast that swamp juice in my cum mouth.
No, I'm just saying.
I like this.
I would have never thought of the pull thing.
A little pull to it. I like it.
Like almost sticky.
Yeah, a little bit. But the problem is it's less pleasant to like clean up. So
You can rub it in.
You can rub it in.
Well, I know you're not really that worried about cleaning up because you piss and shit in your wetsuit.
But I puke on your leg. No, honestly, the best thing to masturbate with, to be honest, a stranger's body.
Cool.
I thought that would be a fun, it's almost a classic joke, Hey, look, to be honest with you, the best thing to masturbate with is a gay bottom that calls the podcast. Call the line. Tosh.
Yeah.
The thing about me with masturbation, this is a very dirty episode. I like it. The thing about me with masturbation, I do it to go to bed.
Every night to go to bed, you need to masturbate?
Not need. It's just a part of my ritual.
Really?
Yeah, kind of. Should I not have said that?
No, I don't want to know that.
Why? What?
That puts a lot of pressure on me.
Why?
Because that means you want to have sex every night.
No, I don't. I didn't say that. You got to listen to the words I'm saying.
So
I want to.
Hold on.
So
you go to bed after me,
mm-hmm.
watching Star Trek with
Mm-hmm.
your earbuds on,
Mm-hmm.
and I have my silk mask on,
Mm-hmm.
so I don't have to see
Mulberry
the light.
Silk. Bought it for you for your birthday.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So you're masturbating next to me?
No. What are you talking about? Okay, I love you. We'll be back next week.
Moshe,
What?
I didn't know this.
It's not true. It's just a little joke that I'm riffing.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well.
Do you want to play another secret?
No, I'm good.
Oh, you don't want to play another secret?
Sure.
Let's play another secret. Do you want to keep talking about this?
Maybe after we get done with the podcast.
Or are you going to scold me for how much I like to masturbate?
No, I'm just, you don't see how that would put some pressure on me?
No, why?
Because now I'm like, oh, he needs to have sex every night.
I don't. I just said I don't. That's not what I said.
All right. Good. I'm happy for you.
I'm happy for you that you don't have to fuck me every night.
Okay, let's just listen to one more to cleanse the palate.
All right, let's cleanse this palate with something sweet.
Hi, Moshe and Natasha. I just had really mediocre sex with somebody for the first time. But my secret is that while it was happening, I was mostly singing Moshe's Medium Soup song from Pete Holmes' podcast from many, many, many years ago. So thanks, I guess.
So she was saying she was having bad sex with someone and was in her mind singing a bit I did on Pete Holmes' podcast.
I've never even heard of this bit.
Well, have you listened to all of my appearances on You Made It Weird?
No, honey,
You
I
haven't?
haven't. No, I'm sorry.
Oh, man. What a bummer. What kind of relationship is this anyway? Man, think about how bad, but seriously, think about how bad sex has to be for you to start like thinking of things you heard on a podcast once.
But also, I will say, sex with someone the first time isn't always good.
That's true.
That is something to consider.
That's true. It can get better. It sometimes
But
gets
she
better.
seemed pretty like disassociated.
She's out. No, she was associated with genius.
Oh, 'cause she was thinking about you?
Medium soup.
Hey, by the way, lady, you want to come fuck Moshe?
Whoa, what the hell? Really? Okay. Now we're getting somewhere.
I thought you were...
Bottom from earlier. You want to come fuck Natasha? Roll on through. You don't like straight men? You're going to love Natasha. She isn't one.
Okay, well, yeah, I guess there's probably a lot of bad sex out there.
There is. And you know what? We don't have it. You know why? Because
Why?
we love each other.
We love each other too.
We love it. See you next time.